Hi everyone, I'm Ken from CryptoTradingKS and the inventor of the CTKS method, where you can see what level smart money is buying and selling at, and the founder of Positive Excellence, methods and techniques to live your best life. We can see in the past trading session the main markets were down. Over around the past week I've been saying please keep your eyes on the yields. Yields have been going up, and this always places pressure on the markets over time. The good thing is we haven't seen gold spiking just yet, and we know this week has been Fed week. FOMC members have been putting it pretty straight to the market, expect more rate increases. The market is saying, yeah, I think there'll just be another 25 basis point increase. At least there's a 90.8% probability of that by the next FOMC meeting, which is the 22nd of March. There definitely was some news overnight that spooked the crypto market, and we can see that Bitcoin is down 3.97% to 21,954. And Ethereum is down 4.61% to 1570. It's time to run the numbers. From inside the Masterclass, Rule 214, Red Days create opportunities. As professionals, we're always seeking to get on the right side of the percentage. And what did we notice? Several days ago, I was saying that yields are just turning around. They're starting to skyrocket. And I pointed out that when yields actually go up, that places pressure on the main markets. And of course, Bitcoin cannot escape the stock market's gravity, another rule from inside the Masterclass. We can see that Bitcoin is suffering from increasing yields. And increasing yields was something that people just didn't think was possible. But we must assess the market on its own actions, not what we think will happen. The charts are telling us what is actually happening. Inside the Masterclass, it's all about stacking probabilities. A lot of people want certainty, but you don't need certainty, you just need a strategy to profit from uncertainty. Let's dive a little bit more deeply into Bitcoin, and we can see that Bitcoin actually sold down quite traumatically, hit a smart money buy level and then bounced. It couldn't stay above it. It came back and retested and resumed down. The question is, where is it going next? Currently, Bitcoin is 21,845 and going down. And what we actually see, there's a lot of fresh air in here. What does that mean? There is no structural support through objective dynamic market structure, which is taught through the CTKS method. And you can learn this method and apply it on any chart. So where is the next level of support? It's down at the 20,970 mark, so just be aware of this. We've got a lot of fresh air, and that means no support. There's nothing to hold it up. That's why it cascaded down quite significantly when it couldn't get above this smart money once buy level, but now turned to a sell level. What was the cause of this first sell-off? We had some quite negative news. Coinbase CEO says the SEC could possibly ban crypto staking. Brian Armstrong, the Coinbase co-founder, said that getting rid of crypto staking would be a terrible path for the US because it would just push it all offshore. It won't stop anything, it will just push it somewhere else. Also, crypto exchange Kraken faces probe over possible securities violations. Kraken is being probed by the US Securities Exchange Commission. Gary's probing everything and everyone. This is an alleged probe, and an SEC spokesperson told Cointelegraph, the SEC does not comment on the existence or non-existence of a possible investigation. Wow, that's really precise language. We can see that the crypto market did react to this news. But it also reacted to yields, and it also reacted to the stock market's gravity. Personally, I'm layering in at this point of time. As professionals, we're always seeking to get on the right side of the percentage. A lot of people simply buy when it's going up because they FOMO in. Actually, buying at levels, smart money buy levels, that is the way to go. And it really depends on your strategy how long you want to hold those levels for. A very big thank you to Bruna. Bruna said, finding your channel has completely shifted how I approach trading and my studies can. I'm also really enjoying learning the CTKS method level 1. Every day is a new opportunity for growth. Well done, my friend. When we looked at OP yesterday, we actually saw that it was trading around here, and I said it's got a good potential to come down into this smart money buy level around the $2.50 mark. What actually happened? It did exactly that, and it rallied about 10%. I said we could expect a technical bounce from that level. What you often get is also a retest of that particular level to see if it holds. In this case, we can see that it tried to hold it, but it just wasn't successful. But actually, the other thing to note is that when price slices through a smart money buy level in this particular case, it's likely to come back up and retest it, retouch it. This is the way that markets typically go. We see this all the time. From yesterday's video, Jay said, "Awesome, thanks Ken. Pretty cool how price has been pinging between smart money buy and sell levels. Thank you for the CTKS method, which has helped me to find those levels on my own for any crypto I want. Well done, Jay." The thing to note, there are always opportunities in the market. But if you don't know where the levels are, it's very, very difficult to find the opportunities. But if you do know where the levels are, you can actually plan for them. And these Stanfield zones, these SCs, they're actually created from all of price action, not recent price action, which is the trap most people fall into. As we've been seeing yields increase, we know pressure is on the main markets, which will in turn put pressure on crypto. And we can see when we look at the Bitcoin longs and shorts, look at the longs. They were absolutely, utterly hammered out of the market. And the shorts have just been marching in slowly and gradually. There's been 210.59 million in total 24-hour liquidations across 80,382 positions. And when we look at the total liquidations over the past 24 hours, we can see a little over 90% were long. What about the past 12 hours? Nearly 92% long. What about the past 4 hours? Wow, nearly 95% long. What about the past hour? Ooh, it's going the other way. 63% long. So that's why we're getting a bit of a kick up, because the shorts are starting to get liquidated. But we were seeing that Bitcoin's price action will be impacted by yields. This is actually what we're looking at. A lot of people only view crypto from a crypto stance. That's a real mistake, because crypto is just one part of the financial markets. It's a cog in the financial system. It's impacted by all the other cogs, such as the stock market, such as bonds, such as the dollar, the DXY. We look at the markets from a professional perspective, so we look across all of those things. Looking at the smart money levels on Ethereum, we can see Ethereum absolutely literally sliced through this smart money buy area, but it came back into it to retest it. And this is what we always see, this kind of retesting, this pinging between smart money buy levels and smart money sell levels, smart money buy levels and smart money sell levels. Smart money buy levels, and then if you get a change in trend, you've got to be aware of that as well. It's not necessarily going to stay range bound in between these two levels. Other levels come into play, and also when price is going up, new levels come into play then as well. And Crypto Turtle, thank you for your kind comment. Congratulations to Christopher for Jason's Masterclass award. I'm looking forward to seeing you inside the Masterclass. And thank you, Jason, for your kind generosity. What we see, something that's really interesting. These are almost like bookends, aren't they? We saw a smart money, once a smart money sell level, but it just exploded through it up to the next smart money sell level, wavered around, tried to get above it, but couldn't, and then came back to the buy level. Notice the inflection when Ethereum just charged up here. And what was this all about? You got it. It was about the Fed. And what happened here? This is about the Fed as well. The Fed. We're fed up with the Fed. This is why I was saying expect volatility. It's Fed week. The smart money buy areas look a little bit different for BNB. BNB is currently trading at about $310. What we can see is smart money is ranging, the buy level is ranging between 306 and up to 314. So we can see it's stuck about midway. But we also note that all of these cryptos are following a very similar pattern. It's looking a lot like Bitcoin. I'd like to thank Ted, who reached out this morning and said the Federal Reserve has clarified that member banks can custody crypto, but cannot use that crypto as principal. Further, stablecoins are approved for use within a bank, but are inconsistent with safe banking practice if issued on public networks. What does all this basically mean? They're getting ready for the digital dollar. And what is the digital dollar built on? It's built on blockchain. And what is also built on blockchain? Crypto. A lot of people misunderstand the role of central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs. They're nothing more than a stable coin, and that's probably all they'll ever stay at. And talking about stable coins, we have news on Tether, and actually this is pretty good news. If it was negative news, can you imagine how the market would react? Tether's assets exceed liabilities in a new reserves report by BDO. BDO is a leading accounting firm. It's very reputable. As of December 31st, 2022, Tether's consolidated assets amounted to at least $67 billion, exceeding consolidated liabilities by at least $960 million. Well done, Tether. We've been noting that XRP's price action has been a little bit weak recently in comparison with other cryptos. XRP is currently trading at $38.82. XRP's next major structural smart money buy area, or Stanfield zone, ranges between 35.58 and 36.11. What do you think will happen with XRP? Do you think XRP will revisit ping pong between these smart money sell and buy levels? Or do you think it will go back and try to consolidate and try to break out? Please let me know in the comments. Let's have a quick look at ADA. ADA is currently trading at 369. That's 0.369. We can see ADA had a lot of overhead sell, and it's not maintained its buy area, and it's just literally following the rest of crypto. But does it have an air pocket like we've seen across the rest of crypto? When looking at ADA, what actually really pokes out to our attention? So much overhead resistance. Poor old ADA, it's a little bit underwater with all of this sell pressure coming up or coming down on its price. And when we look at the next smart money buy level, it's actually 281 to 307. Currently, ADA is 369. A very kind thank you to Hello Yaya, who said, "Your revolutionary CTKS method took me from zero trading and investing knowledge to a professional with a positive mindset and a great strategy to profit from uncertainty." What an amazing time to be alive. There are so many opportunities that will revolutionize the world. Thank you so much, Hello Yaya. We can also see that DOGE sold down and it hit the smart money buy level and it reflected back up. Unlike a lot of other cryptos, you can see Doge actually has a degree of smart money support below it. This could be very, very good for Doge's price. Doge is currently trading at 826. That's 0.0826. And we can see that it has smart money support between 761 and 790. Coffee with Cream had a really beautiful comment that I wanted to share with you. Those of us that normally don't comment but watch every video appreciate you. Your work changes lives. That's such a beautiful thing to say. Thank you, Coffee with Cream. We can see that Bitcoin has come down 3.85% over the past 24 hours. It's just following yield inversion, so just be aware of this. Just because the market's coming down doesn't mean that there are not things that are coming up. And we can see Rocket Pool, inspired by Elton John, is nearly up 20%. And what about LDO? LDO is up a little over 11%. Fracshare is up nearly 6%. Chainlink nearly up 4%. Neo up nearly 8%. The greatest losers in the past 24 hours: the Graph, Phantom, Near, Sandbox, Optimism, Flow, APT, and Curve. Looking at the top 8 cryptos, we can see Bitcoin's gravity doing its very specific fingerprint. And what do we see? That blue line on Ethereum. Is it following? Yes, it is. As Bitcoin comes down, what happens to our beloved alts? They come down as well. This blue line is incredibly important to understand. This is Bitcoin's gravity. We say, from a rule inside the masterclass, no alt can escape Bitcoin's gravity. And there's so many rules inside the masterclass. Each rule has to be understood. That's why I don't put out a list of rules. It would absolutely harm people to do so. All of these rules are very nuanced, and you need a lot of knowledge to understand them. For example, when we say no alt can escape Bitcoin's gravity, we've been talking about that for years now on this channel, and people are still finding new ways to understand gravitational pull and push. In the next top 8 cryptos, we've had some movement. Matic has taken the spot from Doge, and also SHIB absolutely slipped back and DOT took over, and the rest are the same. When we look at Bitcoin's gravitational pull, we saw some divergence here in Matic. Matic can do quite well under these kinds of conditions. We see it a lot in Matic. What about Doge? Doge is just following Bitcoin's gravity, but you know where the smart money buy and sell levels are on Doge. Let's have a look at Solana. Solana is just following Bitcoin's gravity. What about DOT? Following Bitcoin's gravity as well. What about SHIB? Also following. It's almost as if no alt can escape Bitcoin's gravity. Yeah, well, that's why it's a rule. Litecoin is going down as well. AVAX is going down. And it's really interesting to see Tron. Tron is very discontinuous. It's still actually following Bitcoin's gravity, but not as cleanly as the other alts. Just a heads up, Tron has actually outperformed at periods of time like what we're actually coming into now. So just bear this in mind. You might want to keep your eye on it, but of course you're the only one who can ever buy or sell. If you're going through a life pullback at the moment, please know that our community, our global families, love and healing thoughts are with you. You're not alone. The sun will come out again, and there's always hope. In life, as a community, as a global family, we seek to have a positive excellence life trend. We understand that we'll always hit resistance in life, just like price does. We know the price is always moving in a wave, and life is always moving in a wave as well. When you get a setback, you hit resistance, you get diverted, you're actually accumulating strength. And when you hit a support level, that sets you up for the next life promotion, the next life rally. And of course, you'll get resistance, diversions, and setbacks. That's just normal. Nothing to be concerned about. That's just the way the world works. We live in a consumer society, so a lot of people think that their purpose and destiny is just to buy bigger and more expensive things. It's actually not. Because the next shiny new toy, the next shiny new thing is always coming out. You just can't stay on top of fashion. A lot of people get caught up with keeping up with the Joneses. If the next door neighbor buys a new car, well, hey, it's time to buy a new car, isn't it? We have to keep up with them, if not exceed them. Life is just one big competition. Or is it? What about if we thought about a world where we don't need to compete with others, we just bring our best selves to every day? And how do we bring our best selves to each and every day? Through persistence and commitment, by learning and humility, by kindness, gratitude, happiness, inner and outer peace, finding meaning in the small things, and that comes via gratitude, having respect for others, forgiving ourselves and others so we don't stay stuck in the past, by being generous, by being selfless, by having determination and confidence, strength and boundaries. This is the to-be list of positive excellence. We don't have to compete against others about things. It's just not important. As you grow older, you grow wiser. As you grow wealthier, you understand that actually competing on the basis of things is just a pointless endeavor. There's always a new shiny thing. There will be always people better off and worse off, no matter where you are. It's not the way to live life. The way to live life is by just being the most positive version of yourself that you can be. And a superpower is gratitude. It's also kindness. A lot of people say, "Oh, Ken, this is just me. I'm so sarcastic. I just attack everyone. I'm always in conflict. I'm always competing." That's just a habit. That's not you. Your personality is just made up of habits. And guess what? Habits can be changed. I'll give you a personal example. I used to really love snacking on chocolate. But chocolate is probably not the best for you. So what I would do after lunch each day, I would go to the fridge because I like my chocolate cold, and I would just dig into a slice of chocolate. But I thought to myself, this is a really bad habit. So what did I actually do? I put a cut up apple in the place where I pick up my chocolate. And I say to my darling wife, I say, "Kate, I'm going to have some chocolate." And she says, "Oh, Ken, chocolate is bad for you." "Oh, no, don't worry. This one is a different one." And I go into the same spot, same habit, and I pick up some cut up apple. And I say, "Hey, babe, this is my chocolate now." It's a fantastic thing. I'm tricking my brain. I'm still having my chocolate, but it tastes like apple for some reason. It's so easy to get caught up in negative habits, and we're all unaware of our negative habits. You can see that all I did was just replace a negative habit with a positive habit. It's really good to eat apples. Do you have an example that you would like to share with us? I'd love to share those with our global family. And well done to everybody who popped in their CTKS code. It's wonderful to do this each and every day because you're trying to get synchronized in with the market. If your code is so-called wrong, and it's never wrong because the markets are always going up and down, just learn each and every day because we know that the market transfers money from the desynchronized to the synchronized. It takes a lot of courage, dedication, persistence, commitment to do this. But hey, that's what we stand for. That's all about positive excellence. And the market rewards positive excellence. You can bank on it. When I put the apple in the fridge and started eating that and called it chocolate, I was like literally tricking my brain to say, "Hey brain, stop being dumb and eat something healthy." But hey, guess what, brain? You're still eating what you thought that you were eating, so you're not missing out on anything. This is a way we can replace a negative habit with a healthier one. And we've got some really healthy habits in the CTKS Creed. It's like literally talking to your brain and saying, hey brain, you might have thought that the universe is designed to make you fail. Everybody's against you. It's you versus everybody else. That is not the case because you say this daily positive affirmation to yourself. I know the universe is designed to make me succeed. What a game changer that is. This world is incredibly frustrating and it's easy to lose your cool, to get angry. That's where we trick our brain again. Every day I show kindness, integrity and gratitude. Instead of getting upset, we get grateful. Wow, that is a game changer on its own. What about some more of the CTKS Creed? I know opportunities and life reset daily. I am worthy, I go slow to go fast. I start small and scale with BORSOG. Life pullbacks give me the strength for the next life rally. I am dedicated and committed. I win or learn and never blame. I always solve my problems with positive excellence. Just fantastic. This will just kickstart the positive habits in your life. If you're feeling like you've got a lot of negative ones, and hey, that's not your personality, they're just habits. We know that better habits create a better life, and all results come from the mind. If you're not getting the results that you want, it's time perhaps to change to a better habit. Have a fantastic day or night ahead, my friends, and we look forward to chatting with you tomorrow. Bye for now.